Good morning and welcome back to Destiny Speaks. Well, today is Tuesday, you guys, and I hope that today finds you well, that you awoke this morning in your right mind, that you had a song in your heart and a praise on your lips, giving God the glory and the honor and the praise that he so greatly deserves. Amen. Amen. Listen, before we get started, two things. One, I just want to let you know that I am praying for you. Before I started this video this morning, I prayed for you. Some of your names I called out before the Lord because you've let me know what you're dealing with and what you need prayer for. And others of you, I just asked God to bless you. I asked him to order your steps, to lead you and guide you in the direction that he would have you to go, to give you the desires of your heart and the things that you have need of. And sometimes we just need to know that somebody is praying for us. Amen. The second thing is, I just wanted to ask those of you that I am in Facebook groups with that I normally post this video to, I'm asking that you would share this video in those groups because I have not set up my home office yet. I probably will not have it set up until Friday, so I just need your help in doing that. Amen. So anyway, let's just continue on from yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about the children of Israel and how they missed the promise that God had for them. And I told you that in the book of Deuteronomy, the first chapter around the 6th verse, Moses is talking to the children of Israel and he's telling them, he's recounting the promises that God has made them. And around the 6th verse, God has said to the people, listen, you have been in this mount long enough. Turn ye and take your journey. And in other words, he was saying to them, you've been in this place long enough. And he's asking them to move forward. He told them further down in verse 8, he said, I have already set the land. I have already gone before you and set the land. The only thing that you have to do is go in and possess it. And that's where the problem was. The children of Israel did not move forward on what it was that God had told them to do. You know, he told them that he'd already gone before them. He'd already set the land. And I told you yesterday that when you set something, it means that you put it in place. If you set a pen on the table, then you have put that pen in place. And God was saying to them, I have already put in place for you what you need. You just need to go and possess it. You've been in this place long enough. You have become crippled. You become stagnated and you need to move forward. And yesterday I was just thinking last night and this morning, why did the children of Israel not move forward on what it was that God had told them to do? And one of the reasons is because they did not trust God. They didn't trust him. They were leaning on their own understanding and they were thinking about things from their own standpoint. How were they going to make it? How were they going to do it? They had heard the reports that there were giants in the land that God was sending them to, and that there were obstacles over there, and they were afraid. They didn't know how they were going to conquer these obstacles. And that's where some of you are today. You have not moved on the things that God has asked you to move on because you're afraid and you're wondering how you're going to do it. Well, Lord, I don't have the money and I don't have this and I don't know how to do that. But God is not asking you to do this in your own strength. Listen, we serve a God that is sovereign. He is a mighty God. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the creator of heaven and earth. When you look around, you see these trees behind me and you see that beautiful blue sky. God created all of those things, but you're not putting him in his proper place. You're coming to God as if he's a man. Listen, if someone walked up to me now and said, listen, I can do this for you, I can do that for you, I would have a hard time trusting them because I don't know them and you don't know your God. If you can't trust your God with your dreams and your hopes and your visions, then you don't know who it is that you serve. So you really need to get to know who God is and put him in his proper place. He's not a man that he should lie. And every word that has come forth out of the mouth of God will come to fruition. Okay? So don't be like those children of Israel today. Don't miss your promise because you don't move forward on what God has called you to do. Listen, listen, the enemy is going to come and he's going to tell you about those obstacles. He's going to tell you that you don't have the money. He's going to tell you that you don't have the education. He's going to tell you that you're not the right skin color. But you need to tell him that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And it's through him that you would do these things. Stop trying to do everything in your own power, because if you had a dream or a goal or a vision that you